Hi, this is Anil and welcome to the video tutorial for the Learning Lab on C++ programming. So in this tutorial we're going to learn about the type of inheritance. So when we derive a class from a base class, we used to specify the access specifier as public, private and protected. So when we use the specific access specifier, while deriving from a base class, that access specifier is going to have a certain impact on the behavior of the base class members in the derived class. So if it is confusing, don't worry, when we see the example it's going to be clear. So here in this tutorial we're going to learn about the public inheritance. A public inheritance is nothing but using the keyword public while inheriting from a base class. So here for the demonstration purpose I have a class called person. This class is going to act as the base class in our program. And as a protected member I have a member called name, and as a public member I have a method which is going to initialize this protected member name. Alright, now I'm gonna build a derived class called student, and this student is going to be inheriting from this class person. So here we're going to use the access specifier as public. So this type of inheritance is called public inheritance. So when we use the public inheritance, which is the most commonly used inheritance type, all the public members of this base class are going to act as the public members of this derived class, and also all the protected members of this base class are going to act as the protected members of this derived class. And if we have any private members in the base class, they are not available in the derived class. So now here in our program, this protected member name of this base class will act like a protected member of this class student, and the public method of this base class person, which is setName, is going to act as the public method of this class student. So just to demonstrate that, here in our tutorial let's build a quick method. Let's have access specifier public, and this method is going to display the value of this member name. So it's going to be void display. You guys can give it any name, and we're going to use cout, and it's going to be name, and let's end this line. Alright, now we have a base class called person, and we have a derived class called student, and we have the public inheritance here. Alright, now let's create an object of this class student. So it's going to be student and Anil. Now the public member of this class person or the base class is going to act as the public member of this derived class or the class student, and that's why we can access this public member outside this base and the derived class. That's why I can access Anil dot and then the set name. So let's set a name Anil, and then we have the public member of this class student. We can access that. So it's going to be Anil dot display, and let's save this. Let's build and run this program just to make sure that it's working properly. Alright, we got Anil. Now this protected member of this base class person is going to act as the protected member of this class student when we use public inheritance. At that time, this name is not available outside from this derived class. So if we have any other class which is inheriting from this class student, then this name can be available in that class, but this name is not available outside this base class or the derived class. That's why if I try to access that name here, anil.name, and if I set to some value, let's say Ani, it is not possible, and it's going to produce the error. So I'm going to build and run, and we get the error, and if I open up the logs, it says person name is protected. So when we use the public inheritance to inherit from a base class, all the public members of the base class are going to act as the public members of the derived class, and all the protected members of the base class are going to act as the protected members of the derived class. And if we had any private members, they are not accessible in the derived class. So this is it, guys. This is about the public inheritance in C++. In the next tutorial, we're going to learn about the protected inheritance, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.